Okay, I don't gatekeep around here, so I'm going to tell you where I use Pokemon cards, how I got started, and how I do what I do. Because maybe you have a hidden ability that you do not know about, okay? So, I have been kind of in the spiritual realm now for, I haven't been practicing in the spiritual realm, okay? But I've been observing other tarot readers and mediums and things like that ever since my first miscarriage. And I read the book Spirit Babies, which really like helped me heal. And since then, I have had a really strong connection with my babies on the other side and the signs that they send me. So fast forward to a few weeks ago, I was watching a live remote viewer. She also did tarot and stuff. And she was using Pokemon cards. But she, in order to interpret them, was using an AI system. Now, to her credit, she did say that she has been, what word did she use? Something about, like, building the AI system to kind of align with her, whatever. I'm sure she's legit, but I just felt weird about that. I was like, you know, I felt like if I was reading Pokemon cards, I would just try to see what I got from the cards, like, see what my eyes drawn to, see what words get downloaded in my head. But I think that was, like, my spirit team telling me ahead of time, like, that I was, oh, there's, like, some kind of word for it, sentient, something like that, okay? There's clairaudience, which is, like, where you can, like, audibly hear the other side, and there's some people who can see. Clairvoyance, I think, is that one. I'm sorry, there is, like, something in my, like, eye. There's something stuck in my left eye. I don't know if that's significant to anybody else, okay? So, I'm sorry. I have ADHD, and I'm autistic. And I actually have a level of OCD as well. So, that's another thing I'll bring up is if you're on the spectrum, you actually, can tap in more, to the other side because of how your brain's wired. Cool, right? I think sometimes my ADHD might block it. But anyways, so I see this girl and I'm like, me and my husband, we love collecting Pokemon cards and we have so much bulk. So I did not even look at the cards, okay? I just grabbed, I literally just grabbed a chunk of cards and I was like, I'm gonna see, okay? And I'm gonna show you what I did to see if Spirit will bring it out or to see if I can find it. But first I'm going to show you the intentions that I set and the protection prayer that I put up, so that if you're, I don't gatekeep, so if you want to try this too, you can, okay? Spirit team, I ask for protection right now, that you would put a bubble of protection around me, and that you would provide clarity, and that I do not consent to evil or darkness coming into this space. I only accept love and light. I ask that you would bring the people to this video that need to hear it, that you would speak through me, that you would allow me, help me to be an open channel to allow messages to come through. There's going to be different ways that you do that versus me, because my background is I grew up in a Christian household that prayed to God, and so like there are certain things about my ritual that are very much aligned to prayer from growing up, okay? So what happened is I did that, you know, basically I was a little bit in my head about it because I'm like, oh, somebody's watching this, right? That's basically what I do, okay? The gist of it. And I've never had a problem since. So anyways, I shuffled the cards, okay? They're so excited. They're already trying to pop some out. And they have been, like, since I touched the cards. So I shuffled the cards, and then I was like, I'm just gonna like try and do what I see other people do and just see what happens. Oh, they already, stop right now. I look down because I can see, okay? This is the card. Okay, we're gonna talk about it, okay? So, this is, I cannot believe this. I can, but I can't because it's still kind of fresh. I'm like 3 weeks in. My 2-year-old is finding her voice. My almost 2-year-old. Sorry. This is called Team Rocket's Transceiver. Okay. When I kept, and what happened is that day, that first time when I sat down and I was shuffling the cards, this card flew out 4 times. Okay. Now, my autistic 4-year-old was in here. She saw what I was doing. Obviously new to her, too. Like, what the heck are you doing? And I was like, okay, baby. And I was shuffling. And I said, tell me when to stop. And she said, stop. Okay? When she told me stop, I set down this, what was in this hand, and I flip over this card, and it is this card. For a 5th time. Okay? When I look up the, like, description, like, dictionary definition of a transceiver, it is a piece of equipment that can both transmit and receive messages. That was my sign right there, like, that this is for me, that I'm supposed to be doing this. I'm supposed to be helping people. I can give messages. And shortly after, I talked to one of my favorite mediums. She's a good friend. And she was like, she didn't know I had started this. She was like, what, and whatever you're doing, your spirit team is telling you to be more confident. Because, you know, obviously coming into this, I feel like I should have gotten some kind of professional training before now. And I for a while felt unworthy. But then I thought, you know what? If it's working, why am I trying to stop it with my own, like, issues, right? Like, let me just be open, be a channel, be in love and light, and help somebody. Like, period, right? I do want to get professional training, okay? It is in the works. And in the meantime, I want you to know that daily I do plan on practicing how to speak to spirit without the cards. The cards are like a training wheel, right? Right now, I'm able to look at a card, and what happens, I probably should explain this part too. What happens when a card flies out, when I look at it, my eyes is drawn to a certain word, and sentences are just like downloaded into my head. I did explain that. Okay, sorry. So that's kind of how I put readings together. I don't actually, like, a lot of times I'll say I'm seeing, right? But it's kind of like they're like putting something into they're downloading something into my head that I'm seeing. Sometimes I feel like a grandma or something, and they know how to communicate with me based on like how I perceive it the first time. So the first time that if I get like left side things, a lot of times it's the maternal side of your family, and a lot of times it does feel like a grandma, okay? So when I was scratching my eye earlier, I was thinking about that. But yeah, I just, you know, it's gonna take time and it's gonna take practice for me to get better at it. But for right now, like, I don't see, I might get tarot cards in the future, okay? If it feels right, if it feels aligned, I want to get a tarot set that speaks to me, that is meant for me, okay? Right now, I'm really comfortable with my Pokemon cards, and it's strange, right? It's different. My spirit team just flipped a card over that said, I basically was like, you're a badass and you can do this. And I think that's a message for you too, is that find something that you align with. It doesn't have to be Pokemon cards. It can be literally anything, okay? Like, for example, one of my medium buddies was saying that, she had a friend that would look at a candle in a dark room, and the candle would flick one way for yes or another for no, and another friend was like, there's just different ways, and you have to tap into what spirit is using to speak through you. But the reality is, I kind of think everybody is psychic, and we just haven't tapped into that part of our brain yet. But as a collective, we are ascending into 5D reality soon. I would say like definitely before 2033, and 2028 to 2028 to 2030 is going to be the sweet spot for that ascension right now, is what it's feeling like, okay? And what I have heard and seen, okay? So right now, I think what's happening is the more sensitive people and maybe autistic people are kind of tapping into this already. But I believe everybody is psychic. You just have to tap into that. So I hope this helps encourage somebody. I hope this helps you understand me better and understand why I use freaking Pokemon cards, okay? And I hope you don't, confirmation proof. I hope you don't see it as a discredit to me, because I'm simply trying to be a channel. I'm not trying to be somebody. I'm not trying to like make fun of tarot readers or anything like that, okay? So just know that like when you come on this channel, when you come on this TikTok account, okay, it's really just me being an open channel, okay? So I hope that helps, and I hope if you want to comment, I would love to hear kind of how you tap in, and if you're starting that journey, like let me know. But I will keep you guys updated. My plan is to continue to do free things. Why do I say it like that? Continue to do work that doesn't require money, okay? And by that I just mean like I plan on researching like heck, and really starting some new practices that will allow me to connect with the other side without the training wheel of cards. So I will keep you updated on that, and you may start to see things at the end of my videos where I'm just like, okay, I'm open to direct communication, and I just like sit for a minute and see if anything comes through, okay? So yeah, I'm putting that out there because I need to hold myself accountable, and I hope you have the best day of your life today. Have the best day of your life.